Hello there everyone, my name is Clink, and welcome to Castlevania Rondo of Blood. Yeah, I'm not done doing Castlevania yet for this spooky season. I thought, let's follow up Castlevania 1 with my favorite of the classic Vanias. So, let's just jump into it. I'm gonna let the little intro cutscene play out from here. It'll for the next like 2 minutes or so, and then we'll just jump into the game from there.
Vor langer Zeit lebten die Menschen glücklich und zufrieden. Niemand bemerkte den Schatten, der sich langsam über ihnen ausbreitete. Die Dunkelheit trübte ihre Sinne und das Böse fraß sich tief in ihre Seelen. Vom Wahnsinn getrieben schmiedeten sie einen Pakt mit dem Teufel. Zu später Stunde kamen sie zusammen, um gemeinsam die Mächte der Finsternis mit ihrem sündigen Blut zu rufen, sie zu erlösen von ihrer sterblichen Existenz, den Anbeginn einer neuen Welt vor Augen. Und so begab es sich, dass nach 100 Jahren das Böse wieder Fleisch geworden war. Als unsterbliches Geschöpf der Nacht kann es die Gestalt des Wolfs, der Fledermaus oder des Nebels annehmen. Es labt sich am Blut der Menschen. Dracula, der Fürst der Finsternis, Herr des Teufelsschlosses, ist auferstanden.
And there we go. Yeah, a bunch of cultists have revived Dracula once again. I don't remember what year this takes place in or where this is in the main Castlevania timeline. But I do know we play as Richter, and that's kind of cool. I like Richter. He's probably my favorite of the main Belmonts. Yeah, this is your pretty standard, Castlevania affair. We go through a bunch of levels, kill skeletons and knights and bats, and we go kill Dracula at the end. But this time, we're Richter instead of Simon or Trevor or someone else, and we have to save his girlfriend Annette along the way and a couple other girls. Because this game has a lot more secrets and alternate paths and things to find than the previous entries did. And this is also the first Castlevania game to have saving and cutscenes like this and CD quality audio and voice acting. There's just a lot to this game. But man, it's such a fantastic game. It's just like, you can roll right through this game in like an hour and 15 minutes if you don't die too much. But it's just super tight the whole way through. And that's why I love it so much. It's one of my favorite games from the 16-bit era. I think it's one of the best looking games from the 16-bit era, honestly. The pixel art in this game is freaking fantastic. It's just a shame we didn't get this game in the West until like 2007. Not like it mattered, because even in 2007, I was busy being 4. But I first played this game in like 2023 on the PS Vita through the Dracula X Chronicles, and the version I'm playing here is Requiem on the PS4, and it's pretty much the same as the Dracula X Chronicles version, really. It's emulating specifically that version, or the version of the original that was on there, because Dracula X Chronicles itself is a remake of this game because it was originally called Dracula X in Japan. It's a whole mess of things, but this game has a lot of improvements over the NES games, and then some things it does differently from something like Super Castlevania 4. And I think it feels great, though. The main thing this game doesn't have that 4 does is the 8-directional whip, but other than that, like, the movement feels good. You can control your jumps a bit more in midair. You've got this cool backflip move. The sub-weapons in this game get some really cool improvements with the item crash, which you can do stuff like that. That's the daggers. It just takes a lot of hearts. It changes depending on the sub-weapon. But yeah, that's kind of the main stuff that's new to this game. Otherwise, the formula is here. It's just go through levels and kill stuff and jam out some really awesome music. The CD quality music goes a long way for this game, really. It's got a great soundtrack. But yeah, I'm really excited to play this game. The moment I decided I was going to do Castlevania, I was like, I'm going to do Castlevania 1, and then I'm going to play Rondo of Blood right after. This is going to be a pretty standard playthrough, just playing through the game as Richter and killing Dracula at the end. Nothing too crazy. It's like I'm doing whip only or anything. I've played the game a couple times. I'm not the best at it, but I'm going to try my best to die as little as possible. But some of these bosses will kick my butt, and I'm also going to be very stupid in the levels sometimes because I'm pretty good at that. Don't get hit by this punch. Yeah, these guys look scary, but they're not too bad. I do like this first level though, like everything's just in complete chaos. It's burning behind you and stuff. You're not quite in the castle yet, don't worry, we'll be getting there soon. We gotta make our way to it first though. Oh, that's the fireballs again. And again, wow, normally these guys don't do that attack very often. Oh wait, that's the punch. But he's dead now, it's fine. Yay! Yeah, we're already pretty much done with level 1 though. There's 8 levels to go through. There's a few alternate ones, but I'm not gonna do those in this run. Just the main ones, because honestly the alternate ones are a lot harder, and I'm not very familiar with them, so I will just kind of stick to Richter for the main 8. But yeah, my goal is to get through the first 3 levels today. This wyvern here is the first boss of the game. It looks like I got hit by one of the fireballs. He only has that, the fireballs and or fire breath and the swooping attack. So not a very large moveset, but he's dead. It's fine. I don't gotta worry about him. He's not too difficult of a boss, especially compared to what we'll be up against soon enough. But this is where we get to recreate the awesome shot of standing in front of the castle, I guess, because now it's time to go inside. Now that we're done with stage 1. Unfortunately, I didn't no-hit him, so I don't get the 1-up. You get a nice bonus if you can beat the bosses without getting hit, but every boss after the wyvern there will have some sort of like finisher move that won't kill you, but its sole purpose is to just keep you on your toes at the end and say, yeah, no, you're not getting the 1-up for the no-hit bonus. Sorry, buddy. So I probably won't... I mean, I'm going to get hit by the bosses too much anyway to even get to the final hit without getting hit. So it's not like I got to worry about it that much. But, oh yay, an Axe Knight. You show up a lot earlier in this game than I do in Castlevania 1. They're also a little bit more manageable. One of the main things about this game is that it's probably one of the easier classic Castlevania games. I think this game is easier than Super Castlevania 4. A lot of people complain about Super Castlevania 4 being like the easiest one. I don't know what the complaints are there because it's still hard, especially near the end. I don't think this game gets quite as difficult. Maybe that's just because I've played this one more, but oh my god, wow, I'm getting absolutely demolished right here. These eyeball guys always seem to give me some trouble. But otherwise, I mean, it's still fairly tough. There's your typical Castlevania challenges to overcome in this game, so you just got to be on your toes, play carefully, and just be ready to whip everything out of existence. And this should kill these guys, right? Yeah. I'm glad I at least got to this section before I died, because this is the last section of this level, so we'll see if I can get through this part though. But I'm not the best at not getting hit for this part, especially because there's a certain item I need to pick up, which I think is right here. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that key replaces the sub-weapon that you have on you, but that key is kind of nice to pick up. Even though I'm not going to be using it in this playthrough, I do want to just show this because it is on the main path anyway. So I'm like, yeah, I might as well. Just gonna have to be real careful to not aggro the eyeball guy there. And whoa, that sent me flying up. I didn't really expect that. Got some wall meat right there. That'll help me out with getting past these seamen. Which this part is meant to be, you know, just like the castle entrance in Castlevania 1, really. With the, like, corridor and the seamen part here. Yeah, we'll just get rid of Shaft to save the first of the 4 maidens of the game real quick.
Who are you, mister? A good guy?
I am Richter Belmont, vampire hunter. And you are?
My name's Maria Renard. I heard all about you from Annette. I came here to beat some bad men, but I got caught. My family are vampire hunters too, so I guess that means we should be friends now.
Sure, friends. But Maria, you're too young for this. You just let the big hunter here take care of that bad man, okay?
Oh, you don't know anything. I can handle this just fine.
Yeah, so, when I mentioned earlier that I would be doing this as Richter, I didn't say that for no reason. That's because Maria is actually the second playable character of the game. And Maria is the easier character to beat the game with, really. But I'm not going to use her, not because I want to play on hard mode specifically, but just because I want to do it as the main Belmont for this playthrough. But Maria is actually really broken. She has a double jump, a slide, she's very acrobatic. It's a whole thing with Maria, really. But if you're having trouble with the game, I would strongly recommend you play as Maria. She's actually really awesome. She's really not kidding when she says she can handle it herself. I'm probably going to get absolutely demolished here, by the way, by this werewolf boss with how low on health I am. But this is also a good time to show the item crash. The item crashes are very, very strong, as you can clearly see. Alright, let's be careful here. Good. Is he gonna do the slide attack? No. What's he doing? Oh, wow, I actually got him. Okay. Cool. I didn't get the no-hit bonus thanks to the final attack that I mentioned on the first boss, but yeah, the Holy Water item crash is really good, especially for this boss just because it covers the whole screen and the werewolf can just keep getting hit by it. The Holy Water itself isn't really the best sub-weapon in this game like it is in the NES ones, but its item crash is pretty darn good, so I was definitely going to take advantage of it there, and I am actually going to be taking quite a bit advantage of the Holy Water in this level, because even though it's not like the best sub-weapon for every scenario in this game, it is certainly the best sub-weapon for this scenario in this level, so I'm definitely going to be using it. These guys can be a bit of a pain in the butt. Yeah, don't you dare stab me. I'm going to take you out. Ooh, you gotta be careful. Yeah, they can thrust through the ceiling, and later on they'll be in the underneath you on the floor, and you'll want to avoid them there too. Obviously, avoiding damage at any point is probably the best idea. Oh, hey, I got an extra life. Cool. Well, I'll gladly take that. Alright, I'm just gonna take this guy out with holy water. Yeah, these boneheads can be kind of annoying. There should be one more, yeah, spear guy. They really like to block your attacks. I guess they aren't really blocking it, are they? Get that wall meat. Very helpful if you need it. We're just gonna avoid that skeleton. These skeletons can be kind of annoying swinging around because I think they can still hit you while they're swinging, so you have to jump over a pit, which, something to point out is a lot of bottomless pits in this game aren't actually bottomless. They'll usually take you to some alternate path in the level, which I'm going to be doing in this one, just because I think that's actually the easier path on this level, but... Oh, let's be careful now. This is good. Alright. Take everything out. Good, good, okay. Making steady progress here. Pretty happy with it. And then this is where the flea men show up. They're pretty tough on this staircase. I think jumping is... Oh my gosh. Jumping's probably your best bet. Where's the book? Did I already pass the book, or is it right here? There's the book. Yeah, I'm gonna take the book. The book's actually really good for this section, so... I'm gonna hold on to it for a little bit. Like, the book can probably take out that flea man there. Yeah, both of them. Good. Alright, this is where we gotta be careful. This is the first point Medusa heads show up, and these platforms that will flip if you jump on them, including if you get knocked back, which is why I'm taking this very, very cautiously. There we go, okay. However, I'm actually going to fall here because it's the easier path, if I'm being completely honest. Nothing will really bother you, at least in the later half of this. There might be something that does earlier on. But I find just climbing up this tower to be a little easier than what you would fight on the other path here, so I'm just gonna do that instead. And having the book is kind of nice. The only issue with the book is that it uses 3 hearts per use, but it takes out a lot of these enemies very quickly and very effectively. So can I please hit this guy? Oh, I have the moths on me, that's why. Okay, I'm a little worried. I think I can just get past these guys. Can I hit you? That would be nice. Richter would actually like turn around and be in range to hit them. Okay, you know what? No, we're just going past you. Screw it. Please don't hit me, sir. Please don't hit me. Oh, can't believe I didn't get hit. That's a miracle. The holy water is actually going to be better now. The only problem is I have no hearts for all of this stuff. We'll take this flea man out. Oh, I got the wall meat. There's a wall meat right here. Which is very, very helpful. Yeah, you gotta be careful of the moths. They don't look like they do anything, but they do. So you gotta be kind of careful for them when it comes to breaking the things. Okay, flea man, there you go. Good. I think I can take these guys out with, not my current supply of holy water, really. But they should be low enough. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, see, now these guys are probably going to damage me. And this is what I was talking about earlier with them being in the floor. We just keep running and we're good. I think this is the boss. Yeah, it is. Sweet. Okay. I have like no hearts for this, but it's fine. Hearts is the worrisome part because this wall meat's a full heal, so I don't really need to worry about my health. And then if I die, I'm just at full health anyway, so that's also kind of nice. Let me, let's go fight the boss, I guess. We're doing really, really well so far, surprisingly, but, I don't know, I say this boss really isn't that hard, but I end up messing it up quite often, so hopefully I'll do okay at it. This is the Minotaur. This big halberd that's surprisingly easy to get hit by when he's just standing neutrally. A lot of his attacks themselves are very easy to dodge if you know what they are. That is one of the nice things about this game, especially in comparison to the earlier games. I find the boss patterns much more consistent in Rondo of Blood than they are in, like, oh, there we go. then I want to be very, very careful for when he comes out of that. And, oh god, both times I got hit was the stupid breath. And we just want to... I'm going to get hit by that too. Oh well, we at least killed him. That went really well, actually. But yeah, like I said, the boss patterns in this game I find a lot more predictable, and I think you just... The increased movement capabilities of this game make it a lot easier to just dodge stuff sometimes, which is very, very nice. But that's pretty much everything I wanted to get done in this first episode, so I think I'm going to go on ahead and end this part here, and I will see you guys next time where we'll take on stages 4 through 6, so I'll see you then. Bye-bye.